he was, I think, chief of staff or on the staff for a councilman by the name of Ralph T. Grant Sr.
Yes.
And Ralph T. Grant Sr., he became a mentor to me through Affiz as well.
Okay, that's Gwendolyn Grant's husband.
Yes, Gwendolyn Grant. That's right. Gwendolyn Goldsby Grant.
Yep.
She was amazing.
Yes, she was.
You know, and once they became my mentors, they had me doing things in the community, you know, just charitable stuff, going around performing. I'm a rapper, so go to the high schools and rap. Go entertain. Use your arts and culture to galvanize people, to bring them together. And lo and behold, we got a record deal, and that became even now more so.
Okay.
Because now we have television behind us. We have, you know, all of the mainstream effect of art.
Right.
And we would go around and help Ralph T. Grant with his campaign, which put me door to door with some of the residents and start to see hand to hand what certain problems was going on in the community. And it was just really teaching me service.
Okay.
I had gotten into some trouble in my community, joyriding with some friends, and I was a good baseball player. I went to Newark Tech, and I lost all my baseball scholarships by, you know, getting in trouble with this joyride.
Right.
And from that, Ralph T. Grant came to my aid, came to court and told everybody, you know, this is not, you know, we can't interrupt his life, because if we do that, you're really taking a genuinely good guy. And he really vouched for me.
Okay.
In that vouch, they said, well, he has to go to college. And since I lost all my scholarships, I'm like, well, where am I going to go? And Ralph T. Grant Sr. stepped in and sent me to the great Shaw University.
Yes, that's the connect.
You know.
Okay.
And I say he became one of my mentors, because not only did I go to Shaw University, I wanted to be like him now. I saw what he was doing in the community.
Yes.
And he became an Alpha Phi Alpha. He was an Alpha Phi Alpha man, you know, that Greek fraternity in college. And I saw all of the good that they were doing. And it made, you know, it was one of the best decisions in my life to go to a HBCU and go to Shaw University. And you know, I don't believe in I don't believe in coincidences. So I believe that it was
supposed to happen.
Yeah, it was meant to meet Affiz and Ralph Grant Senior, and for them to play such a part in my life.
Okay, so was that one of the reasons why you ran for councilman?
It could be a portion.
And it was part of it.
Yeah, it was part of the whole, definitely.
Okay.
But there's so many things that made up the sum and the total of why I ran for councilman. And those early days were things of me doing in the community, which helped me form 211, which made me come back and want to form 211. But
it was preparing you.
It was definitely preparing me. It's so many different things. You know, I have so many mentors, and I still have mentors to this day. You know, I'm still learning. And I think we all need mentors and different things. You know, it's therapy for me.
Exactly.
Some people need a therapist. I need a mentor.
You need a mentor.
You know,
that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it.
You know, who to bounce ideas off of. And, you know, if I had to run down a list of people who played a part in me starting 211 and played a part in me running for council, I would say Hafiz Fareed, I would say Ralph Grant Sr., I would say an 8th grade teacher by the name of Nicholas Ibokwe at 13th Avenue Elementary School in Newark, New Jersey. I would say the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Beta Row chapter. I would say my stepdad, Rob James, because he taught me ownership. He owned restaurants and and things of that nature. So so my mother, you know, you know, women can be your male mentors too.
Exactly.
You know, so.
But you're bringing me to the next question I have for you, when you were talking about entrepreneurship, business and everything, right? Because you worked with Dame Dash.
Yeah, shout out to Dame Dash. I just got off the phone with him actually too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, literally.
Now you see, did I know that? I didn't know any of this. I'm just taking my notes and everything, just writing everything down. Okay, so my question with him, Dame Dash of Rockefeller, right, What did you?
Dame Dash of the Dame Dash group now, because
Okay.
he created billionaires and millionaires from the Rockefeller, but he will forever be Rockefeller, and he's no longer Rockefeller.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. He created it, but
No, I
he's moved
understand.
on, definitely.
Okay, so because in my research, he like you just mentioned, billionaires. He's into developing entrepreneurs and doing for yourself.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So and when I read that, I said I would have to ask you this question about him. And then, can you tell us about your relationship with Redman? And I just want to mention Redman too, because my family, we lived on South 19th Street.
Me too.
Right,
That's that's where I'm from.
Okay.
I'm from South 19th Street,
Okay.
between 13th Avenue and 12th Avenue. We called
Okay.
it One Deuce. Redman was right around the corner on 20th Street.
Okay, yeah, we were at 274 South 19th Street.
Oh, I was at 318.
Oh, okay, was it right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your relationship with him?
I met Red when I was 11 years old. I moved to 19th Street when I was just turning 11. And it was probably one of the most, the best experiences in grooming a young man going in from adolescence into teenagehood. You know, fist fights taught me a lot. Maneuvering through a city and a block like 19th Street in a city like Newark, New Jersey takes a little task. And meeting Red he was part of my crew that was helping me maneuver through those areas. We was maneuvering at the same time.
Okay.
You know, shout out to his moms and his father, and rest in peace to his father.
Yes.
Eddie Noble, he just passed away a couple of days ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, so Red's my guy. You know, we've known each other. I just turned 50 in January.
I know.
So, you know.
Because my daughter just turned 52.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, man.
In January, as a matter of fact.
A Capricorn baby?
No, she's an Aquarius.
Okay,
25th.
Well, January baby. Tell her
Right,
I said happy belated birthday. You know, and just to have a friendship over that span of time, I didn't know how much that meant until now. Until actually, you know, sometimes when you're in something, you don't know what it means until the time passes.
Exactly.
And then you do the reflection on it. So to have a friendship that spans almost 40 years,
yes,
39
blessing.
years, you know, it's a blessing. So, and then for both of us to have the success in something that we love almost at the same time, you know, I don't think that's by coincidence.
Right.
You know, I think that's because of who we were at that time, having similar goals, having similar aims, and having a similar drive that we went and got it together.
Right, right. Well, on that note, since you mentioned that about the blocks and everything, I was listening to your music, and one of my favorite ones, once I started listening to it, is TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah.
This is how we rock.
Yeah, this is right, exactly. So what I did was I just took like a verse.
Okay.
I just want to just do the verse if you don't mind.
I want to see if it's one of my favorite verses.
Okay. Now you know. Now you know I'm not a rapper or anything, so I'm just gonna go. Okay. Okay. I open up my chest and to my hood give my heart, 'cause without the heart, then the hood falls apart. So respect the cement, the part called the corner, 'cause that's where the do-it-all too was performing. Running from the cops, I couldn't stop, 'cause I was jumping big gates that connected the blocks. Now, before making records, the hood was my savior, but now I'm making tunes to make you jam with your neighbor.
That's one of my favorite verses.
See, I didn't know that.
You know why it's one of my favorite verses? It's because it's one thing about me as an MC. You can say you don't like the music, how the beat sounds. You can say you don't like my flow. But one thing nobody will ever be able to tell me as an MC is that I'm not telling my truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
but isn't that what it's about, though?
That's what it's about. But, you know, you get people that, I only listen for the beat. Oh, I only listen for the flow. And that's cool. You know, that's cool. But one thing that nobody will ever be able to tell me as an artist, as an MC, is that I'm not living my truth. And that verse is a great example of me living my truth at that time. Because all of that is the truth.
Well, and plus it's really long. Mm-hmm. It's like about 3 pages.
That's when rhymes with
And-
4 minutes.
Yeah, it was, but it was